Hey guys, it's wonderful to see all your smiling faces today. Last week I put out a video where we talked about illustrating a sort of epic landscape, and well, the whole purpose of that video was to have one idea and unify an entire piece of artwork around that one idea. Now, I got carried away in the idea of this epic adventure leading us to this castle, and what I don't want you to get from that video, which I'll leave a link in the description if you haven't seen it, what I don't want you to get from that video, I don't want you to think that we always have to have the distant part of the landscape be like the focal point. The idea was, once you've decided what the main goal for your art is, for that specific piece of art, you need to make everything in your piece work together towards that goal. That's called unity or harmony, or unifying your piece of art. Now, let's take a look at an example of an artist who does this. Her name is Jen Aranyi. All of her artwork, not just each individual piece, but all of her illustrations combined together, have a very similar vibe. You see here that, by the way, this is just on her website, which again I'll leave a link in the description. And also I'll leave a link to her YouTube channel, so if you are interested in watching how she makes some of these. But notice as she's doodling some of these little landscapes here, these illustrations here, they all have a very common theme. All of her illustrations here are outdoor illustrations with mountains or trees or both. She uses watercolors, inks, pencils, and all of them have the same general, natural, outdoorsy vibe. They come in different shapes and sizes, but they all depict nature. And here you can see quite a few of her pieces side by side together. Notice that some of them are circles and some of them are rectangles and some of them are squares, but all of them are either mountains or trees or both. And all of them have a sky that's bright and colorful and vivid and vibrant. And most of them also use white to make stars or meteorites or whatever in the sky. Not all of them, but most of them. Now, does that mean that you should always draw mountains and trees and nighttime skies? No. Does it mean you should always draw castles in the distance? No. What it does mean is that most artists will pick an idea or a theme or a focus that all of their artwork moves around. So what we're going to do today is talk about unifying a portfolio of work. Now, in the interest of saving some time, I'm only going to use one sheet of paper here, but I want to make more than one piece of art, so it's time to cut it down to size. And while I do that, I want to also think of a theme. This should be something that you really like, something you get excited about. Your theme for your little miniature gallery here should be something exciting to you. I really like computers. I have been building my own computers since I was about 13 years old. So I think I'm going to do something computer related, and all these little rectangles kind of remind me of, different circuit board parts that would be inside a computer. So maybe that's the direction I want to go with it. But although all of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces, all 6 of these different pieces are going to be different, but they're going to have the same idea. So for starters there, I thought about like where the little processor chip would get inserted into a main board, and then we got all these other little wired lines coming out. Now there's also going to be like little transistors and resistors and stuff, so I'm going to have like little rows of different sized circles. You know, there might be some transformers and stuff on this board. So there's going to be lots of different things that would make it look like I'm looking at a computer circuit board thing. Now I'm still nowhere close to done, but you can see I'm having some crazy fun in here. Let me zoom in and let you see all the glory of those little itty bitty lines. Now to be clear, am I asking you to draw little tiny circuit boards? No, not any more than I'm asking you to draw castles or trees or mountains or anything specific. I want you to decide. But whatever one thing you decide to draw, make a consistently themed portfolio of work so you can have like a miniature gallery. Alright, now I am just going to finish this one up by trimming a couple of corners just because. And there, I'm going to call piece number 1 is done. I've still got 5 more to make. Now that first one only took me a few minutes to make. I know it looks, you know, because of how intricately detailed it is, it looks like it might have taken like 20 or 30 or an hour or something, you know, but no, it's all just lines. And it's small, so no, it actually, this one only took me maybe 5 minutes. So I'm going to put about the same amount of time into each of these. Probably a smaller one will take even less time, 1 or 2 minutes maybe, and maybe a bigger one might take a little bit longer than that. And I'm just going to skip ahead until all these are done. Okay, now, I'm not gonna lie, that did take a little longer than I expected because I really got into nitty-gritty details, but here's the point. The point is I have 6 pieces of art here that all match a common theme. I've made a little miniature gallery. This is what we call a portfolio. It's all unified. I'm showing one theme. I'm not trying to have 6 completely different pieces of art. Do you have to draw circuit boards? No. Do you have to draw trees and mountains like that Jen person did? No. I went with a computer theme because obviously with this whole digital e-learning thing, computers have been a big deal lately, and I had to fix my computer last weekend, and so I've kind of just, you know, had computers on my mind lately. You pick your own theme. I can't wait to see what kind of a theme you come up with for your miniature gallery.